Peter Eliades with you. This is the update, daily update, stock market cycles for Wednesday, September 18th. Interesting day today. We prepared you for what might be happening today. We showed you that quantifiable edges report about what's been happening with Fed Chairman Powell's announcements on Fed Day. It's been basically a negative day. Not all of them, but 8 out of 12 were negative reactions from the announcement to the end of the day. Today it looked like it was going to be another one of those days, and then all of a sudden the market pulled a surprise maneuver and started moving to the upside. So it was very interesting. Let's take a look at some short-term intraday charts so you can see what we look at in terms of the market during the daytime. This is a 27-minute chart. This is the shortest of all the 27-minute charts in terms of offset. And you can see initially after the big decline today, Federal Reserve announcement, we had ourselves a good rally. This was the initial projection. Once we got up to that level, around the 3005 level on the upper side of that, we take a look at the next longer offset. That's this one right here. And you can see once we get up to 3005 or so, we had a projection coming up to 3014 approximately to 3015. On the way to there, the next longer projection called for an even higher projection, 3019 to 3019.50. That's the breaking above these offset lines. These are intraday short-term offset lines, 27-minute. That's the beauty of this software. You will follow it during the intraday moves, and it basically tells you where the market's going with a fairly good degree of accuracy. So that one had been met. Let's look at the next one. This next one, we actually hadn't started the projections on there yet, but this one here should be, here we go. So this one shows 3018.50 to 3021.75. You can see the low for the day, 2980.75, the turnaround after the Fed announcement back to the upside, and theoretically, at least, according to the projections, the very short-term upside move should not be over yet. So these are the short-term upside projections. In the meantime, all through the day today, we told you to keep in mind that the daily projections were already promising significantly higher prices. We've been showing you this particular chart for the last several days now with a minimum upside projection to 3114.28 and as high as 3137.14. This is on the S&P cash index. So that projection is in effect and remains in effect until met or invalidated, which would require a move back below these blue and red lines. What we haven't showed you is the nominal 40-week projections basis the daily charts, and we're going to show those to you now. I have to tell you, first of all, that coming into this market week and month and going forward with somewhat of a bearish outlook because of some of the technical things we see, and obviously because of valuation. But we cannot ignore these significantly higher upside projections. This is the nominal 40-week upset, the nominal 40-week upside projection, and it's derived by using offsets of 96.8 to 110.4, I believe, market days. And that projection calls for a minimum upside of 3158.63 and a maximum of 3331.10. As you can see, those are significantly higher than the closes that we saw today. So hopefully we're all caught up in terms of both the intraday and the daily projections. And we're going to keep a close eye on this because, as we said, there are some excuses for this market not to get up this high. We're very overbought in terms of trading index moving averages and some of the other potential divergences that we see. But our ultimate indicator is indeed these cycle projections. And as you can see, This has been in effect all the way back since March when we broke above this. Now, we almost invalidated it coming down below here, but there was not a complete invalidation. So this projection remains in effect. It will be relatively easy to invalidate it because, as you can see, a move back below these offset lines could invalidate the projection. But until and unless we see such a move, these are the numbers we're looking for on the S&P cash. Thanks for watching. Please remind you once again, go to the bottom right of your screen and subscribe to the channel. And once you subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and they will notify you for every update that we do. If we do a special one during the day, you will be notified. So click now on that bottom right if you haven't done that yet. Click on the little red banner, subscribe to the Stock Market Cycles update. We'll talk to you tomorrow.